what are you most excited to see in this exhibit?
Eddie Van Halen's entire guitar rig.
Oh, nice. And here's the vessel, which is just a giant shawarma made of steps. Theater. I think they're doing some marionetting right now.
Nothing.
Built in 1873. Shipped to Pennsylvania in 1875. It was exhibited in Philadelphia and then it was moved here in 1998. Where was it between the 1800s and then?
It was all in a box.
Well, this is very cool. Let's just peek our heads in.
What are you gonna do? I guess their electric bill probably.
Say hello.
The New York egg cream is a traditional beverage, usually using Fox's U-Bet's chocolate syrup and not Hershey's syrup. It's a lot like a Yoo-Hoo, but it dates way back to the early 1900s. It's a very traditional beverage.
Yeah, can we just review what the ingredients of an egg cream are, though?
Sure. Fox's U-Bet's
chocolate syrup.
Fox's U-Bet's, not Hershey's.
All right, but okay, so there's chocolate syrup.
And seltzer and milk. It's like a Yoo-Hoo.
Who thought to combine chocolate syrup, seltzer, and milk?
My guess is some kind of Great Depression.
It sounds like something I would pull out of the fridge as a kid and just mix them all together.
It's the same way how nachos were invented. They took old tortillas and they threw it together. There it is. It was probably the Great Depression or some kind of, low income kind of, seltzer, milk, and chocolate syrup. Like the traditional one is not Hershey's syrup. I'm very specific about that.
I just can't imagine someone mixed those things together and thought it was like a great idea.
The person who invented Yoo-Hoo probably
out of desperation. What's in that quesadilla?
Jalapenos, chicken, cheese, scallions.
It's a thick quesadilla.
Yeah. Wow.
Breadless cheeseburger.
Double jalapenos.
I can't be in the picture and the museum. Okay. So we're about to do our first official activity of our New York trip, which is the Met Museum, to see, among other things,
Play It Loud, the instruments of rock and roll.
Okay. And what are you most excited to see in this exhibit?
Eddie Van Halen's entire guitar rig from 1978 that he recorded the first album and toured with. Ain't Talking About Love, You Really Got Me. I mean, the whole album, Eruption.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, there's the banner.
Ah.
Good
morning.
Anyone else care other than me?
Nope. Watch out for these people. definitely a cat up in here.
Legs.
What?
There's a human, little mini human.
Oh, I just saw this big cat. There's a little people cat. Oh, here. Oh, these are probably all the dead cats, and that's sad. What's this one? Like a badger? How about this guy? Whoa. Wait, what's down here?
Huh?
Cats. We found the cat mother
Oh,
load.
there's like the badger thing up there.
Alright, here it is.
That is Chuck Berry's Birdland that recorded Johnny B. Good.
Whoa.
That is a piano from. Wait, why would you do that?
So excited. This is a prototype. First prototype
Oh,
of the
wow, yeah, prototype, yeah, of course. Leo Fender, 19.
How about why did you lend it to the museum if you were gonna take it on tour? I don't know. Whoa, you can see all sides of this and it is a mess.
You're flying.
Surprised to see this here is the band setup of the Roots. The tuba was a giveaway.
This is the guitar that goes through from the Yardbirds to the first album of Hudson.
Every day, without fail. I was getting better every day. I thought, well, what if I go 2 hours? What if I go 4 hours? Eventually got to 8 hours a day, and obsessive compulsive behavior, which I don't recommend if you want to have a social.
Some of it is just experimenting, it's also pushing things past what it's supposed to be. Crossing and Gibson with the Fender was kind of a necessity because there was no guitar on the market that did what I wanted. What I really loved.
Subtitles.
I had no say in this. See, that's 5 string. The guitar seemed to me to be.
This is 50 years ago today.
Here we go.
Like making fun of itself.
Wow.
Can be camp.
Translation. Camp back on one leg, put your hand on your hip, with furious eyes, strut like a comedy king.
Now that, come on, that's
Pretty campy.
if I were to really pin down what camp is. Although the frilly spiral.
How serious because you're beautifully high and not comical because of the liberty of the low.
Camp is a third string on taste.
Can you imagine when this was like the standard of how everything was decorated for public use?
Oh, yeah. What is that building? Wow.
Oh, nice. Thank you. That looks good. I'm gonna do a quick room tour now that we've already been in here and junked it up, but it's very nice. And look at our beautiful view.
There's a view.
Whoa. Whatever. We got in here late last night and, well, I closed them, but we came in late last night and we were just beat.
These are good air conditioners.
Yeah, the air conditioner is amazing. The room is very beautiful. There's a refrigerator. The bathroom is nice. It was recently remodeled.
Tea tree oil.
Yeah, nice soaps and stuff. I enjoyed our stay here.
Yeah.
I like this thing. This is a pull-out couch, supposedly. So we are in a very fancy mall that you have to walk through on your way to the vessel. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I might know that store.
Yes, these are all famous brands. And we live in the shopping capital of the world, so I feel like we are used to seeing all these fancy brands, but this is like a very fancy mall with nothing but fancy brands.
An entire Rolex store.
Here's the Cartier store. Here's Rolex.
Made out of space. Holy man, look at that. I got my
Okay, so we made it to the vessel. Let's go out and see it. So here's this shed, which is like a music venue. And here's the vessel, which is just a giant shawarma made of steps. And then here's all the shops and offices of Hudson Yards. The line actually moves really quickly, and I think they're very conscientious about making sure everyone has tickets, and tickets for the right time before they get in here. Let's go, we got a lot of steps to climb. So from what I heard, the real good views are when you get all the way to the top and you look back down into the vessel. Yeah, I guess I thought you had to like lap every ring of this thing, but you don't. You can just kind of zigzag up one set of steps. So it's actually probably going to be pretty quick.
Holy mackerel.
This is supposed to be where the best views are, not so much of the city, but of looking down into the vessel. I guess it's pretty cool.
Boom, I'm too tall.
You're too tall. Alright. So we are in line right now to get into Moulin Rouge the musical, which is my pick for this trip. But I was very excited when I heard this musical was coming out because I wrote a paper on Baz Luhrmann for my film class in college. I'm a big fan of that movie, saw it when it came out, saw it many times, own it on video, which is very rare. I don't usually get movies. It is on a VHS tape, so that tells you how long ago I bought it. But yeah, big fan, so I'm very excited.
And let's be honest, if it was my pick.
What would your pick have been?
Oh! That's a good
What's
question.
on Broadway right now that you want to see?
Honestly, I haven't shopped. I don't know. It's funny, like I probably pulled this phone closer to the other side.
Other side? We are in the car on our way home now, but I need to wrap up Moulin Rouge with my Moulin Rouge review. So it was very good. The sets and the costumes were great. You were like blown away by the sets from time to time.
Oh, it's mind-blowing.
But it was definitely not the movie, and it diverged quite a bit from the movie.
I was impressed how fast they could change complete sets.
Yeah, the sets were great, very like detailed, and yeah, that was great. It did diverge quite a bit from the movie, so it didn't have like the frenetic energy of the movie if you're looking for that, because I was kind of wondering how they would recreate or capture the energy that the film had, and it didn't. I mean, there were definitely like very energetic parts, but it wasn't like how the movie was. And also I have no clue how they kept up like the dancing energy for 2.5 hours, because there was some very involved dancing. Most of the original songs from the film were in the musical, and then they added in, of course, a ton more. And the funny part for me was like realizing how many of the new songs that they added have been written since this movie originally came out 20 years ago.
And most of them were not even born yet.
Yes, some of the singers of those songs weren't even born when the movie came out. With like 1 or 2 exceptions, the new edition songs would like fit in really well. Like they didn't feel, most of them didn't feel like, let's cram in some more songs. I think they worked them in really well. And also the audience was filled with 30-something-year-old women who were analyzing the movie, who were analyzing the musical just as hard as I was.